I'm going to get our slip knot on. Once you get the rhythm of this down, it actually goes pretty quickly, and you can make this as large or small as you like. I'm going to start with a chain 2. And I am doing this wrong. I crochet knife hand. Sometimes I will do my tutorials holding it in this manner so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm not going to do that today. Alright, so the instructions say to start with a chain 2 and then the second chain from the hook, so not this but this one over here, and I like to get under 2 loops of that. We're going to single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. That's it. Then for the second row, we're going to chain, it says to chain 3. I usually chain 2, and it depends on your tension and your gauge, but this is our turning chain, and as you probably know, that beginning turning chain also represents the first double crochet in the next row. I find that when I do 3 for a turning chain for a double crochet, it doesn't lay flat and it's too much. For some people, 3 is going to be just fine, so have some grace with yourself. Then we're going to double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to chain 1. We will double crochet in the next single crochet and chain 1, and then in that chain 2 space we're going to double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, then double crochet in the next single crochet, chain 1, and 2 double crochets in the last. I like to work under 2 loops, especially for something like this that's going to be lacy. It helps to keep the stitches from pulling and gapping. Now we're going to do row 3. Let's see, there's our instructions over here. Then it says chain 1 and turn, so we're going to chain 1 and turn. Then we're going to single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, and we're going to repeat that across until we get to this chain 2 space. So since we have 2 double crochets here, we're going to single crochet, chain 1, and then single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and then in the chain 2 space we're going to single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and we'll chain 1, single crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, single crochet in the double crochet, chain 1. Now here is the last one, so you're going to have a double crochet and your turning chain, which counts as a double crochet. So we're going to single crochet in the double crochet and chain 1 and single crochet in the top chain of the turning chain. Alright, I'm going to roll out some more yarn here. Okay, then we chain, it says chain 3. Again, I'm going to chain 2 with this yarn. You have to test that with yours. And we're going to double crochet in this same stitch right there, chain 1, double crochet in the next single crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the single, Again, we're going to keep doing that until we get to that chain 2 space. Chain 1, double crochet in the single. Here's my next single. Chain 1, and then I have my chain 2 corner. This is making, you can see that's the point that's making our triangle develop. So I'm gonna do, so I did my chain 1, and we'll do a double, chain 2, and a double, and we chain 1. There's the single, and it can be a little tricky sometimes to see the next one when you're looking for those singles. And there's the next single, and chain 1 there, and here we're back. Now in the single crochet rows you only have 1, but that last single crochet on the row, we're going to put 2 double crochets right in there. And then we chain 1 and turn. And we repeat rows 3 and 4. That's the single crochet row and the double crochet row. So we did our chain 1 and turn. We're going to single crochet in that very first double crochet, chain 1, and then in this we're going to single crochet there, chain 1, and single crochet. This is my triangle point, so we're going to single 2 chains and a single, and then chain 1 and single, chain 1 and single, chain 1 and single, chain 1, single, chain 1, single, chain 1, single. We got a little knot pop in there. Let's take that out. There we go. And then we have that turning chain, so we need to chain 1 and single crochet in the top of the turning chain. Let's do it again. So now we're going to do our double crochet rows. Do our chain 2. We're going to double crochet in that same single crochet and chain 1. And the last one. And there you can see our beautiful triangle. So I'm going to show you now how to put an edge on this. You can just make this as large as you want. This is a great project to use different yarn for every row, and it will be beautiful. I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and a single crochet, I'm going to do another row with the singles. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn, and single, and see how this works out. It's pretty rhythmic. It's really this is a really nice pattern to just work with when maybe you're watching TV or watching the ball game or something, and you don't have to think about it. And if you choose yarns that are if you choose really beautiful yarn, it does all the work. You don't need a complicated pattern to do something really stunning and beautiful. Okay, This is a row that if I was going to be adding beads, I would be adding the beads on this row, whether I had them already strung on or if I was putting them on a companion strand or something. Really nice basic project. Works up quickly, has a nice crispness to it, has some good structure, and really allows you to showcase a beautiful, beautiful yarn. You could also, after you did this second row of the single crochets, you could also come back, instead of adding beads, maybe you want to add a little scallop edge or picot edge. That would be pretty as well. Let's take a look at what that would look like. So we're going to chain, see, there's, we have two rows with the single crochet, and that just gives it a nice finished edge. But let's say we want a little texture, so we're going to add, we'll do shells on this side. So we chain one and turn, and we're going to single crochet. There are a lot of different ways to do shell stitches, so this is just an example of how you could do that. So we single crocheted here. Here's our next single crochet. So I might chain 3. I did my single crochet. I'm going to chain 3. I'm going to skip that chain 1 space, and in this single crochet I'm going to do 2 double crochet, and I'm going to chain 2, I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to get up here a little closer. I'm going to slip stitch right here into the top of that last double crochet, and then make 2 more double crochets, and that's all happening in the same stitch. And I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to single crochet in the next single crochet. And you could work this all the way around. There's a lot of different edgings that you could do. You could, maybe you want to just go 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into the top of your single crochet, if I can keep a hold of all the loops, and then maybe you want to chain 1 and single crochet in the next one, and then 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch in the top of the single crochet, and then chain 1, and then single crochet in the next one, and 1, 2, 3. This is just a super simple picot stitch that you can add, and that'll add just a little touch of texture. Beads are fun. You can do a soft scallop. There's a lot of different things. It might be fun to do like a reverse crab stitch in using a contrasting yarn of some kind. Thank you very much for joining us today. Hope to see you over on the Facebook page. And if you have any comments or questions, please pop over to livingwellwithsuziq.blogspot.com. The link for this pattern will be in the notes, and I hope to see you there. Thank you so much.